through my fingers all the time. I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind each time I think I'm close to knowing? She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sleep in our eyes, her and me at the breakfast table. Yeah, does that sound good? The mic sound good? Okay.
So, remember, you march in. Don't sit down. Save my seat, save my seat. Right before they make you sit down, come on around here. Stop. Try and get twice as much energy in that up bow. Ready? And up.
You are nobody until somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. Now you may be king, you may possess the world and its gold. Gold will never buy a happiness when you're growing old. You know the world is the same. You'll never change, just as sure as the stars shine above. Well, you are nobody until somebody comes and loves you. So find yourself somebody to love. I said the world, it still is the same. You'll never change. Just as sure as the stars shine above. Good God, baby, you ain't nobody until somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody. I have got that body. So go look about and find yourself somebody to to knock me off my feet. And baby, you've got what it takes. I said, you know you've got just what it takes, because it takes more than an effort to stay away from you. And it takes more than a lifetime to prove that I'll be true. Yeah.
But it takes somebody special to make me say I do. And baby,
you got what it takes. just what it takes.
Because it takes a lot of effort.
It takes a lot of
to stay away from you, and it takes more than a lifetime to prove that I'll be true.
Well, it takes somebody special to make me say I do. And baby, you got what it takes.
Come on, say that again, honey. And
Baby, you got what it takes. One more time, come on.
and baby, you got what it takes. You got it, you got it.
You know you've got what it takes.
You got it, you got it.
Baby, don't you know you got what it takes?
You got it, you got it.
Dedicato a chi, colpevole o innocente, perso in questo mare, si è arreso alla corrente, a chi non è mai stato vincente. Dedicato a chi aspetta una speranza davanti ad un dolore nel freddo di una stanza. Dedicato a chi cerca la sua libertà. Alla vita, alla sua bellezza, ad ogni sua ferita, ogni sua carezza, carezza.
I sing to life and to its tragic beauty, to pain and to strife, and all that dances through me, the rise and the fall. I've lived through it all.
Dedicato a chi la sente inaridita, come fosse sabbia asciutta tra le dita, la sente già finita. Tanto alla vita negli occhi tuoi riflessa, fragile e infinita, terra a noi promessa. lasciarla mai da sola ancora. Canto alla vita, alla sua bellezza.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the 2025 graduating class of Centennial High School. It is the philosophy of the Clark County School District that graduation ceremonies be designed to honor graduates, their families, and their friends with dignity. To ensure the dignity of this event and in keeping the importance of the occasion, we ask that the following guidelines be observed. It is important that all names be heard clearly. Please confine graduate recognition to polite applause. We trust that all guests will remain for the entire ceremony. The administration, faculty, and staff of Centennial High School share your pride in the accomplishments of these young people. We are proud to welcome you to this ceremony of honor dedicated to the Centennial High School class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present the Centennial Bulldog High School class of 2025.
Good afternoon. I am May Stoddard, the 2024-2025 Student Body First Vice President. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. The Pledge of Allegiance will be delivered by our future Centennial Bulldogs from Dean Allen Elementary School, the kindergartners from the class of 2037, and first graders from the class of 2036. Colors will be presented by Centennial High School Navy Junior ROTC Distinguished Unit with Academic Honors Color Guard. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Are you ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem, performed by the Centennial High School Orchestra under the direction of Dr. Raymond Brown. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I'm Ava Mills, and I'm the Student Body Secretary. I would like to introduce our Student Body President, Kate McDonough.
The day is finally here, Bulldogs, May 27th, 2025. It's truly an honor to stand before you today as your Student Body President. 12 long, yet mostly joyous years of academic blood, sweat, and tears have led us to this moment. We've reached the light at the end of the tunnel that we have been restlessly sprinting towards for the past 4 years, and during that time, we might just have learned a thing or two. We've learned that seniors aren't nearly as intimidating as we once thought. In fact, we've somehow transformed into those seniors that once intimidated us, and it seems like all we did was blink. We've learned that it's okay to fail. Sometimes we study as hard as we can for a math test and still end up falling short. But through failure, we discover what it takes to succeed. And we discover that a career in math may not be the right choice for some of us. And when I say us, I really mean me. We've learned that some friendships will last and some will fade. But one thing we have all come to realize is that we could not have made it this far without the support of our teachers, administrators, and most importantly, our families. Without them, we wouldn't be standing here today. So even though we've all muttered in frustration at one point or another, when will I ever need to know this? We realize that we have also learned beneficial and lifelong lessons during our time at Centennial that we will most definitely use every single day. Today, we celebrate the achievement of graduating high school, but this is only the beginning. In this room sits future doctors, lawyers, teachers, engineers, and probably a bunch of I don't even know yets. But no matter where life takes you, carry forward the lessons, the friendships, and the determination you have gained here at Centennial. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in your next chapter. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
Good afternoon. I am Claire Todd, and I am the student body treasurer. Graduates, family, and friends, please join us in welcoming our dignitaries to this afternoon's commencement. School Board Trustees Lydia Dominguez and Lisa Satori, Joan Ebert, Superintendent of Schools, Rebecca Chinkle, School Associate Superintendent Region 1, Lindsay Tomlinson, Superintendent Region 1, Keith Whipperman, Principal of Centennial High School, and Lana Roper, Principal of Leavitt Middle School. I would now like to introduce Sophia Branham.
Good afternoon. I am Sophia Branham, a student council representative. It has been Centennial's privilege to have 2 foreign exchange students this year. We would like to acknowledge one senior foreign exchange student who was with us this year and who is present with us this afternoon, Faye Van Zogel. I would now like to introduce Aubrey Gunnarsson.
Good afternoon. I am Aubrey Gunnarsson, a student council representative. Students who graduate as salutatorians have achieved the second highest grade point average in their class. This year, Centennial High School has 1 salutatorian for the class of 2025, Noah Oyedamari.
Hello and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. To quote everyone's favorite AI, ChatGPT, dream big, fail forward, and never underestimate the power of persistence. A fitting quote from a friend who has always been there for us, especially late at night before a deadline. It's funny to look back now and remember the stressed out versions of ourselves waging war on our teachers for assigning too much homework. And yet, here we are. We made it, standing at the pinnacle of high school. And to that, I say, congratulations. Yep. But we now turn to the next chapter of our lives, adulthood, which according to every adult we know, will be 100 times harder. But you know what? Whether you found your direction or are still searching, trust in the effort you've put in and how much you've grown. Because it's time to have courage. Courage to take what we've learned and create something meaningful in this world. Now, before you tune out the final remarks of my speech and we flip our tassels, I want to thank people who helped me get here. My teachers who accepted my late assignments and pleas for just a single % more. The DRC for filling my life with the greatest of memories. And finally, my family, who has always showered me with love and support. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you, I appreciate you, and I am grateful for everything. As my speech comes to a close, and we stand here today, Let's not look back with regret or fear. Instead, let's look back with pride in how far we've come and forward with hope for what lies ahead. This world is waiting for us, and it is ours to conquer. Be bold, be brave, but most of all, be yourself. The best is yet to come. I would now like to introduce Audrey Moore.
Good afternoon. I'm Audrey Moore, a senior class representative. Students who graduate as class valedictorians have the highest grade point average in their class. I would like to introduce our 8 Centennial High School class of 2025 valedictorians. Victor Camarena, Tucker Colon, Dale Flores, Ruth Grano, Diego Martinez, Mackenzie Myers, Edward Santos Castro, and Abigail Lamming. I would now like to introduce Victor Camarena.
Good afternoon, teachers, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. It's an honor to stand before you today. Summing up the spirit of the class of 2025 is no small task. First, congratulations to my fellow students, and a heartfelt thank you to our teachers, administrators, and families. On behalf of the graduates, reaching this milestone would not be possible without your support. I'd also like to recognize my fellow first-generation graduates for fulfilling their parents' dreams. Looking back, our time at Centennial has been defined more than anything by the friends and moments we've shared. There are so many of you I'd like to thank individually, but sadly there isn't enough time in the world. Centennial's mission is to prepare us for success beyond graduation. But what is success? Singer-songwriter Bob Dylan explained it best. A man is a success if he gets up in the morning and gets to bed at night, and in between, he does what he wants to do. As we step into the next chapter, I want to encourage you to do what you want. The world needs dreamers, and each of you has what it takes to chase yours. And so, to my fellow Bulldogs, the last 4 years have been a privilege. I wish you all the best, though our paths may lead in separate directions. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Tucker Colon.
Hello everyone, my name is Tucker Cullen. In our time, we tend to only see people who are better than us. Sometimes that's just how it is. There's always eventually going to be somebody who can run faster, work harder, or invent better things. There's only one number one for everything. Although ironically, there are 8 valedictorians up here. But some people believe they have to improve because they're not as good as somebody else. They say comparison is the thief of joy. Just because somebody's out there with the world record bench press doesn't mean I should give up because it's not me yet. You don't have to be the best at one thing because that is something that is constantly changing. And I'm not saying to give up on being the best, but the most important thing is to be the best version of yourself. There is not a single person in the world the same as you, the same ideas or the same dreams as you. And your dreams make you unique. Giving up on your dreams is the worst thing you can do because you can achieve your dreams. Chasing our dreams is what makes us happy, and happiness is something we should all have. I've moved around a lot because my dad's in the military, and the happiest people I've met are the ones chasing their dreams. So as you walk off this stage today, there's one thing I want you to do. Follow your dreams, be yourself, be happy, be free, and live the life that you want to because you are the only you. I would now like to introduce Dale Flores Jr.
Good afternoon, graduating class of 2025. My name is Dale Flores Jr., but many of you may know me as DJ. Congratulations on making it through these last 4 years, and I know all you want to do right now is grab your diplomas and get out of here, so I'll try to keep this short and sweet. I wanted to share with you a quote that has stuck with me over the last 3 years. And if you played football, you heard Coach Campbell say it all season. But it's to stop looking through the window and start looking into the mirror. After today, you'll enter the real world and begin a new chapter in your lives. You'll be exposed to many new things that will try to distract you and pull you off of your path in life. I challenge you to stop looking through the window at all these distractions and what everyone else is saying, thinking, and doing, and take some time to look in the mirror and see how far you've come, everything you've accomplished, and how much you've grown, especially in these last 4 years. Because sometimes reflecting on your past is the best way to help you succeed in your future. Lastly, I'd like to thank everyone who supported me these last 4 years. To the coaches who helped shape me into the person I am today, and to all my teammates who I now consider my brothers, thank you for all the lifelong memories we shared together. To my dad, who still beats me in almost every game we play, thank you for teaching me to stay competitive and strive to be the best in everything I do. To my mom, who is the one that kept me on top of all my academics and sports, thank you for always having my back no matter what, and making sure I was happy, healthy, and most importantly, well-fed. And finally, to my sister, thank you for showing me that anything is possible and being the best role model I could ask for these last 18 years. Once again, congratulations, class of 2025, and I wish you all success in the future. Go Dogs. I would now like to introduce Ruth Grano.
Good afternoon. I'm Ruth Grano, one of the valedictorians this year. I would like to welcome all the parents, faculty, friends, and family in the crowd and tuning in virtually, and congratulate the class of 2025. We did it, everyone. It was a long 4 years, but we did it. When we walk out of those doors, we will officially be high school graduates. We're all adults now and are in control of our own lives. Many of us will still have support and guidance from our parents, but generally, this is a new level of independence that we have never experienced before. This might seem daunting, and don't get me wrong, it is, but this is also where we get to choose what we will be and who we will become. Some of you might not want this responsibility, wanting instead to live in your parents' basement until you're 40. Fortunately, barely any houses in Vegas have basements, so that won't happen. Just because we have this newfound responsibility doesn't mean we have to have our whole lives figured out right now, though. We have our whole lives to figure out our whole lives. There is always time to start new things, change career paths, and redefine what we want out of life. But no matter where you go or what you do, you should always do it with care and compassion for yourself. I'd like to end with a quote from a famous celebrity. Life's like a movie, write your own ending, keep believing, keep pretending. We've done just what we set out to do, thanks to the lovers, the dreamers, and you, Kermit the Frog. I would now like to introduce Diego Martinez.
Good afternoon, everyone. And for my fellow Hispanic community, buenas tardes. My name is Diego Martinez, and I am honored to be a valedictorian of the class of 2025. Lucky for you, I just got the call this morning. I will be keeping it short and sweet. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God, teachers and friends, and most importantly, my familia. Today, we gather here to celebrate a milestone, our graduation. As the youngest of 5 siblings, the son of an immigrant father, and a proud Mexican-American, I stand before you not only as an individual, but as a reflection of the love, resilience, and hard work that our community embodies. Throughout our journey, we've faced challenges, but each obstacle has strengthened us. Now is the time we've all been waiting for with excitement and anticipation. For my fellow graduates, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. As Lucky Kamel Jr. once said, mind my business, leave it up to God, he don't make mistakes. Congratulations, class of 2025. I would now like to introduce Mackenzie Myers.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mackenzie Myers, but most of you know me as Mac. I only learned that I was valedictorian this morning, so I'll keep this short. Thank you to my family for supporting me through the ups and downs of high school. Shout out to my teachers for preparing me for college and life afterwards, especially Miss Edwards, who I will miss the most. Lastly, I'm so grateful for all of my friends that I have met through the bowling team, marching band, and all of my classes over the years. You have all truly made my experience at Centennial one I will never forget. Congratulations, class of 2025. I would now like to introduce Edward Santos Castro.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Edward Santos Castro, and I'm honored to be one of your valedictorians today. Today, we stand on the edge of a new beginning. 4 years ago, we walked into high school after COVID, uncertain how to adjust to school, our friends, and even life itself. Since then, we faced challenges, celebrated victories, and grown in ways our freshman selves never could have imagined. To our teachers, thank you for your patience and willingness to teach us. To our staff, thank you for your advice and for improving our educational opportunities. To our families, thank you for believing in us, especially when we struggle to believe in ourselves. And to my classmates, thank you for showing up. Your presence has inspired someone, whether you know it or not. In these 4 years, we spent countless hours studying, stressing, and striving. We've worked hard in extracurriculars, jobs, or activities, all while balancing high school. Sometimes we felt deterred, lost, or stuck. But those moments didn't define us, and they didn't stop us from standing here today. This diploma is not just a symbol of what we've done, it's a reminder of what we can do. This is not our final destination, it's the beginning of something even greater. Whatever your path is beyond these four walls, college, trade, workforce, or military, you've already built the strengths and skills to take that next step. Never let anybody make you doubt that. So as we leave here tonight, let's carry forward the lessons we've learned, not just from our classrooms, but from our friendships, our failures, and the moments that shaped us. The future is uncertain, but we have the power to change how we live in society. If a door seems closed, don't assume it's locked. It might just need to be opened. Congratulations, class of 2025. We're only getting started. I would now like to introduce Abigail Blaming.
Good afternoon, Bulldogs. I'm Abby Blaming, and I'm one of your class of 2025 valedictorians. I still remember that nervous feeling that paralyzed my body when I was dropped off for the first day of kindergarten. My tiny hands gripped my backpack straps, and as I walked past the playground, I was filled with the uncertainty of what lies ahead. That familiar feeling has rushed back to me as I stand before you today. That mix of anxiousness and excitement has shadowed us through every stage of our lives. Maybe you felt it before your championship game, or before an electrifying performance, or if you were like me, you felt it before a big math test. But as butterflies flutter in your stomach and sweat gathers on your palms, remember, this is your body's way of telling you that you care. As this chapter of our lives comes to a close, a world of new experiences awaits us. Whether your next step is college, a job, or boot camp, this feeling will follow us through the rest of our lives. No matter where we end up, each time we step out of our comfort zone, the nerves will come rushing back. But here's the secret. That feeling isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace. It's proof that we are challenging ourselves and striving for something greater. So, don't shy away from this feeling. Seek it out, harness it, and let it drive you to success. As we stand on the edge of this new beginning, do not let fear control your future. Welcome the unknown, the nerves, and the excitement, because it means we are on the path to something extraordinary. Congratulations, class of 2025. I would now like to introduce Jordan Jones.
Good afternoon. I am Jordan Jones, the BSU, also known as Black Student Union President. This year's senior song is Slipping Through My Fingers by ABBA. I would like to introduce senior Juana Quayle, who will be performing.
surge of that well-known sadness, and I have to sit down for a while. The feeling that I'm losing her forever, and without really entering her world. I'm glad whenever I can share her laughter, that funny little girl. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind each time I think I'm close to knowing? She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sleep in our eyes, her and me at the breakfast table, barely awake. I let precious time go by. Then when she's gone, there's an odd melancholy feeling and a sense of guilt I can't deny. What happened to the wonderful adventures, the places I had planned for us to go? Well, some of that we did, but most we didn't, and why I just don't know. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind each time I think I'm close to knowing? She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the pictures and save it from the funny tricks of time, slipping through my fingers. School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile.
Hi, I'm Avery Larson, a senior class representative. Thank you, Juana, for a wonderful performance. I would now like to introduce the class of 2025 senior class president, Lashari Patterson Davis.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Lashari Patterson Davison. You guys might know me as LaGoat. I would like to welcome respected faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the remarkable and largest class in U.S. history, class of 2025. It has been an honor serving you as your senior class president. Today, we stand on the height of a new chapter in our lives, a moment that we have worked tirelessly towards. As I look at all of you, I see not just classmates, but friends, colleagues, and a community that has supported each other through the challenges and victories and navigated the ups and downs together. Reflecting on our journey, it's hard not to acknowledge the unique circumstances that we face, from navigating online classes to adapting to ever-changing environments. We've learned to be flexible and resourceful, as these experiences have shaped us into the individuals we are today. As we move forward, I would like to share 3 lessons that I believe will guide us in the years to come. First, embrace change. As you know, life will always throw unexpected twists our way. The world is evolving at a very fast pace, and we must learn to adapt. Remember, every change brings an opportunity for growth. Approach every change thrown at you with an open mind and heart. Second, build connections. The relationships that we've formed here are irreplaceable. They are our support system as well as our sources of inspiration. As we venture into the world, let's not forget to nurture these connections and forge new ones. Finally, never stop pursuing your passion. Life is too short to settle for anything less than what ignites your spirit. Whether you're headed into furthering your education, the workforce, or exploring a new path, follow what excites you and don't be afraid to take risks. As we leave this chapter behind, let's carry forward the lessons we've learned, the friendships we made, and the goals we've achieved. The world is waiting for our contributions, our creativity, and our humanity. In closing, I'd like to express my gratitude and appreciation to our teachers, families, and friends who have believed in us and supported us along the way. Class of 2025, let's step into the future with confidence, kindness, and an unwavering commitment to make a difference. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Cheers to our next adventure. I would now like to bring Kate McDonough, our student body president, back to the podium.
Good afternoon, I'm Kate McDonough, and I'm the student body president. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge a very special person to our class and to our school. Please join me in welcoming our principal, Mr. Keith Whipperman.
Ladies and gentlemen, faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the brilliant class of 2025. Students, I sat where you're sitting exactly 34 years ago. Well, it was 34 years ago. I know it's hard to believe. I don't look a day over 70. And honestly, I couldn't tell you who the speaker was. I had been up very late the night before, so I was drifting in and out of consciousness, like that guy. Don't worry, buddy. We only have a few more speeches and 722 names to get through. You can do it. I want to begin by welcoming parents, grandmas and grandpas, aunties and uncles, cousins who were dragged here, dedicated faculty and supported loved ones, here to watch the Centennial class of 2025 be recognized as graduates. Students, words cannot express how very proud we are. To the class of 2025, since this is the last time I can get you to pay attention to me, I want to offer you some advice as you embark on the next chapter of your lives. First and foremost, stay true to yourselves, but know that who you are will change. You're going to be very different people when you're 20, when you're 40, and when you're 70, like me. Stay true to your moral compass, but let your time in the world make you better. Secondly, embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Thomas Edison once said, "I've not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." So don't give up if you fail the first time or the second. You've got 1,000 more chances to get it right. Pick yourself up, brush the dust off your shoulders, and get back at it. Fail differently each time, but every time inch closer. My third bit of advice is this: never stop learning. You may be headed off to college or you may be headed into the workforce, but know this: even though you're leaving high school, the rest of your life will be full of elective courses, new opportunities to learn and grow. Try everything. The world is so much bigger than high school and so much bigger than Las Vegas. Get out there, explore, experiment, experience everything. But enough with the serious stuff. Let's talk about the real reason we're all here today, to celebrate you, the class of 2025. You've made us laugh, you've made us cry, mostly tears of joy, I promise, and you've made us wonder how so much chaos can be contained within one graduating class. The guilty know who they are. They're the ones giggling right now. Let's take a moment to rewind when the class of 2025 was just starting their academic journey all the way back in kindergarten. You were 5 or 6 years old and the world was a little bit different. Back then, you were more concerned about snack time than deadlines, more into nap mats than group chats. Your biggest challenge was tying your shoes or figuring out how to keep glue out of your eyebrows. And let's be honest, some of you are still working on that last one. In the wire world, Gangnam Style had just taken over the internet. Yes, that dance. It was the first YouTube video to ever hit 1 billion views. So while you were mastering the alphabet, the rest of the world was learning how to ride an invisible pony. Shall I demonstrate for you? Disney's Frozen hadn't even come out yet. You had no idea that Let It Go would soon be stuck in your head for years to come. In fact, back then, Instagram was only 2 years old, Snapchat had just been launched, and the idea of TikTok was still years away. The only thing you were snapping was crayons. Some of you may be shoving them up your noses. The iPhone 5 had just been released. Yes, 5. People were excited because it was thinner. And speaking of technology, most of us still thought an apple belonged in a lunchbox, not a backpack. The Curiosity rover had just landed on Mars, giving us new hope about space exploration and colors, while scientists were sending robots to another planet. It was a pretty cool time to be growing up. So yes, while you were in your tiny kindergarten chairs and learning how to catch a bubble and stand in line, the world was busy dancing, innovating, and getting slightly too obsessed with these newfangled things called selfies. And somehow from there, you made it all the way here. This is where it gets tough, and I'm going to try not to cry. I spent 4 years watching you grow into young men and women you are today. It brings me great joy, and I'm hopeful for the future knowing that you're the ones walking into it. It'll be hard to see you leave and not see you every day on the way into school and walking in the halls. Okay, now that I'm done being a crybaby, we can move on. Sorry to all those out there who swore they weren't going to cry, my bad. To my guests sitting out there in the dark to cheer on these awesome kids, I admire you and your work as families, and I thank you very much, sincerely, for sharing these beautiful children for us, if only for a time. Your seniors may not have thanked you, but I and all of their teachers from kindergarten to today definitely do. Students, think back to the times when your kindergarten class made graham cracker gingerbread houses. Who got the frosting for everyone? Remember that poster project in the middle of school that you forgot about until 9 p.m. the night before? Who went to Walmart in their slippers to get you a poster board? Who clapped louder than anyone the first time you played the violin in a beginning orchestra, even though you couldn't carry a tune if it were in a bucket? Who chased you down the driveway with the white cleats because you left for practice accidentally wearing the blue ones? That's right, your parents and your family. Students, your achievements are your own, but the people sitting up in those seats performed 1,000 invisible miracles along the way to make sure that you got to today relatively unscathed, and they deserve a little credit too. Graduates, please take a moment, turn, and applaud your support team. Students, each and every one of you has left an indelible mark on our school, and for that, we are forever grateful. The speeches you heard earlier spoke in lofty terms about taking big risks and making grand gestures to change the world. But I want to plant a little seed to think about. The world changes in inches, not miles. Each one of you, it doesn't matter if you're a car mechanic or a president, can change the world by focusing on the pebbles rather than the mountains. If you think mountains are moved by people with more money than you, more power than you, or better connections, you're wrong. Fill your pockets with pebbles and get moving. Remember that the most important skills in your future, success, seem small, but they are far more insignificant. In searching for a path through life, you graduates will need to rely on all you have learned at Centennial. But more than that, I would argue that you need to rely on your character, on your unshakable moral compass. The world won't be interested in your high school GPA 10 years from now. It won't care how many clubs you were in or how many times you were tardied English, but it will want to know that you're a person who can be trusted. We're so proud of your math knowledge and your ACT reading comprehensions, and for knowing that the mitochondria is, look at that. But academics weren't the only skills that we endeavored to teach you. We were also teaching you to navigate the world with skills called soft skills. Yes, the quadratic formula is important, but you won't use it every day of your life. Sorry, math department, they won't. You will, however, need soft skills every single day. So lean on the important skills like reading the room as you enter, make eye contact, and seeing who needs help and acting on it. Make sure everyone has a seat at the table. Rely on essential skills like conversing with everyone in the room equally, be they custodian or king, and make sure that everyone is set at ease and feels respected. Don't wait for anyone else to do that. Step up and lead the room. Set the tone for the rest of everyone else's day. Lead with kindness and empathy. These soft skills don't show up on resumes, and they can't be seen in your Snapchat stories, but they make the difference between an entry-level employee and an irreplaceable one, between someone who stands up and watches others act and someone who stands up for others and earns respect with action. Yet these skills are small pebbles, but over a lifetime they add up to a mountain. Be the good we wish to see in the world, Bulldogs. I will close with my remarks with this last thought. Comedian Patton Oswalt once said, when you spot violence or bigotry or intolerance or fear or just garden variety misogyny, hatred, or ignorance, look it in the eye and think we the good outnumber the evil, and we always will. Be part of the good, the courageous, and undeterred. Let your instincts guide you, your kindness, your can-do attitude, your faith. With those in hand, the path you should take will be clear. Congratulations, class of 2025. The future is yours for the taking. Just remember to turn in those overdue Chromebooks before you leave. Thank you. I would like to introduce Clark County School Board trustees Lydia Dominguez and Lisa Satori.
Good afternoon, Centennial Bulldogs and family. My name is Lydia Dominguez, and I am honored to have been elected and serve as your Clark County School Board trustee. Can I have a round of applause for your principal, Whipperman, and admin and educators here? I want to congratulate the class of 2025. Your resilience, hard work, and determination has brought you here. I can't wait to see how you'll lead in the future. Keep pushing forward, because this is only the beginning. You made it through every challenge, every doubt, every moment you could have given up, but you didn't. What comes next is up to you. Be willing to grow, be bold, even when it's uncomfortable. There is more to do, more to become. I believe you're ready for it all. I am honored to now certify this diploma for you.
Congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of all you have accomplished and honored to be here with you today to share in this special occasion. And now, on behalf of the state of Nevada and the Clark County School District's Board of Trustees, we are honored to accept the Centennial High School class of 2025. Woohoo!
That works. All right, you want to do her? Pardon? You want to do her real fast? You want to go? Okay. Sounds good. I'll hold on to that one. Sounds good. No,
Audrey Ryan.
Kaylee Sheffield.
Kyle Stone.
Abigail Vlaming.
Xavier Stewart.
Edward Santos Castro.
Isaiah Brackman.
Tucker Cullen.
Claire Todd.
Dale Flores.
May Stoddard.
Victor Camarina.
Noah Oyedamari.
Kate McDonough.
Jordan Jones.
Ruth Grano.
Lashari Patterson Davis.
Diego Martinez. Ava Mills.
Mackenzie Myers.
Avery Larson.
Alejandra Ayala.
Audrey Moore.
Jason Bell.
Aubrey Gunnerson. Sophia Branham.
Michael Bond.
Bianca Barnes.
Allison Burris.
Ryan Benedict.
Amanda Campos Colon.
Vincent Brown.
Ara Christensen.
McKenna Calvin.
John Clement.
Anthony Cordana Cortez.
Patrick Creel.
Malia Sorencioni.
Amy Doan.
Riley Kornman.
Grace Espanol.
Delaney Cullen.
Adriana Finks.
Margaret Dune.
Isabella Garcia.
Emily Falls.
Beckham Glover.
Kate Fontenot.
Giselle Gonzalez.
Ridge Gardner.
Isaiah Gutierrez Estet.
Peyton Glover.
Yareli Hidalgo Andrade.
Ellie Gubler.
Jackson Holyoke.
Abigail Hemmisberg.
Kennedy Hunter.
Sophia Hinton. Madison Hudson.
Sayone Inoke.
Angelina Hurtado.
Nori Jackson.
Bianca Irizarry.
Jonah Jankowski.
Tyler Jackson.
Kamea Nohea Kahaloa.
Jamie Jaster.
Tyler Hendrick.
Nia Colling.
Sean Kirby.
Tyler King.
Riley Levitt.
Olivia Knudsen.
Marin Lomax.
Kylie Loberg.
Kiani Malitz.
Alberto Lucero.
Jordan Mays.
Alberto Martinez.
Arista Vale Metra.
Heinrich James Mollis.
Matthew Miller.
Kendall McAdams.
Preston Orban.
Joseph Mercer. Kenneth Meyer.
Megan Padilla.
Gavin Molina.
Landry Petrillo.
Tyler Osborne.
Deacon Pickett.
Alina Paradowski.
Milan Preston.
Samaya Petty.
Chase Roberts.
Lauren Pooney.
Elijah Scheringhausen.
Galena Proden.
Correction, Ella Scherenhausen. Jaden Slatcher.
Santino Sanalila.
Gabriel Soto.
Gatiel Sergovani.
Anila Sterling.
Natalie Siglar.
Sean Stokes.
Elijah Spurgeen.
Alexis Tejada.
Annabella Stewart.
Lucy Diane Trejo.
Troy Sudbury.
Angel Wagner.
Jackson Thunnell.
Alexandria Wittenberg.
Michaela Tuyana.
Logan Williams.
Taylor West.
Joshua Cepeda.
Isla Williams. Ayla Williams.
Jaslyn Acosta.
Adrian Yim Estrada.
Nadia Austin.
Scarlett Alanis.
Way Burhe.
Lydia Barron Martinez.
Jaleese Blaren.
McKenna Beverly.
Jada Booker.
Audrey Bingham.
Brihanna Bray.
Aubrey Bressler.
Maggie Brinkman.
Michael Brooks.
Victoria Jade Brimhall.
Madeline Brown.
Soraya Brooks.
Owen Butts.
Madeline Buchanan.
Brenda Cabrera.
McKenna Cadle.
Mason Campbell.
Ana Cardenas Quezada.
Mia Carrier.
Julian Contreras.
Ava Clark.
Ezra Cortez.
Zoe Corpus.
Julia Culberson.
Isabella Kerrigan.
Draven Bradford.
Stella Crockett.
Elijah Danielson. Alyssa Dean.
Allison Damani. Tatum Day.
Messiah Domingo.
Alexa Depew.
Caitlin Farmer.
Gavin Dugan.
Amora Floyd.
Angel Nevaeh Flores.
Jasleen Garcia.
Maggie Fowler.
Andrew Guzman.
Grayson Gonzalez.
Faith Harris.
Cole Hardy.
Mia Herndon.
True Harvey.
Angelica Herrera.
Adam Hamed.
Jade Hirsch.
Isabella Herrera.
Jay Hodgers.
Sophia Hodgers.
Blake Jennings.
Richard Ireland.
Ella Jones.
Makayla Jones.
Michael Charles Jones.
Lily Ketchum.
Amani King.
Ava Kern Penna.
Bo Lux.
Victoria Lynn Lewis.
Dharma Love.
Noah Luigi.
Alana Magellanes.
Serena Rose Marshall.
Adrian Martinez.
Josiah Martinez.
Brooke Mayo.
Tajay Means Elliott.
Sadie Meekum.
Fernando Mejia.
Amir Michelin.
McKinley Milk.
Farrah Miller.
McKaylee Miller.
Evan Montero.
Gabriel Mora.
Angie Morel Villafranca.
Giselle Marino.
La Kiera Morgan.
Sela Negron.
Quinn Nelson.
Gregory Noble.
Nia Noble.
Maylee Ono.
Gavin Audie.
Kobe Peterson.
Natalie Peniston John.
Skyden Puana.
Matilda Pearson.
Sean Rice. Sophia Rivera.
Alexa Reyna Garcia.
Serenity Roseberry Marshall.
Oriana Rivera.
Mia Rubio.
Ashton Rosalind.
Gabriela Sandoval.
Vari Rua.
Hannah Sibernagel.
Lisbeth San Pedro Zuniga.
George Sinopoulos.
Nia Savoy.
Wesley Tyra.
Eleanor Sauer.
Madison Wallace.
Sage Silva. Courtney Smith. Danica Stubbs.
Thomas Wilkinson.
Patrick Thompson.
Tyrin Williams.
Anthony Sang.
Barry York. Maya Clements.
Isaac Vargas.
Jaden Fleming.
Jada Wetzel.
Kenneth Garcia.
Matthew Williams.
Jackson Harris.
Michael Michelle Williamson.
Chloe Garmer Brogan.
Brooklyn York. Holly Cannon.
Erica Humphrey.
Lindsay Diaz.
Lainey Jones.
Christian Freeman.
Monty Karamas.
Valeria Gastelum Vasquez.
Elise Alicia Manalato.
Alyssa Gonzalez.
Alexandria Richards.
Jules Hawkins Holmes.
Sarah Vargas.
Cole Isom.
Leonia Watson.
Preston Allen Canaeo.
Alejandro Acero.
Alindria Kelly.
Braden Allen.
Vanessa Malloy.
Guillermo Alvarez.
Nashla Sanchez.
Ahmed Amiri.
Anthony Walker.
Jordan Anderson.
Jasmine Salvador.
Rochelle Anderson.
Randy Abdelmasia. Alejandro Alonso LaGuardia. Junior Alvarez.
Jaden Arredondo.
Cody Anderson.
Ruben Asensio. Sergio Ion. Jake Balin. Maya Bardoni.
Naima Noel Anderson.
Matthew Barnett.
Tariq Andrews.
Caitlin Barros Belfa Joyner.
Isaiah Arciaga.
Lando Baxter.
Michael Babb. Marvin Banks.
Raymond Behar.
Asia Barnes.
Joseph Blasio.
Nicholas Barnett.
Dalen Bellows.
Arian Barton.
Levi Boda.
Damian Belch.
Timothy Bola.
Dominic Bixby.
Aaliyah Cassia Botkin.
Adrian Blue.
Mason Boyd.
Caden Boggs.
Amari Broadnecks.
Demetrius Booker.
Darion Brown.
Alyssa Boutte.
Azarian Burton.
Braden Brisky.
Yago Caballero Perez Villamil.
Eric Bumgarner.
Anthony Calvo Fernandez.
Gregory Bias.
Roberto Campos Escalara.
Simone Caps.
Dasani Cardenas.
Caden Carpenter.
Dominic Carranza.
Zamir Caraway.
Isaiah Castile.
Bentley Castaneda.
Alfonso Cedillo.
Diego Chavez. Travis Christensen.
Walter Childs.
Natalie Cisneros Cortez.
Dylan Ciacciolini.
Akaya Clayton.
Jeremiah Carruthers.
Jamariat Colbert.
Fox Cobean.
Reminisce Coleman. Alexander Cambato.
Perseus Colbert.
Kaya Cotton.
Camille Collins.
Carson Craner.
Kyler Cooper.
Victoria Cruz.
Henry Kozo.
Nolan Cully.
Anthony Crockett.
Jeremiah Dalton.
Anastasia Cruz. Alanis Cruz Nava.
Colin Davis.
Jordan Cullings.
Rufus Dismuke.
Austin Davis Howard.
Keyshawn Dotson Thomas.
DJ Dial.
Maddox Edwards.
Evangeline Durantes.
Amelia Elsmore.
Madison Durante.
Avery Farber.
Jaden Dudley.
Kiana Ferguson.
Kishar Arnez.
Zachary Figueroa.
James Smith.
Janice Fisher. Donovan Flynn.
Isaiah Zalaris.
Jimena Flores Castellon.
Rachel Engelberg.
Nicholas Fortier.
Ocean Ernestberg.
Araceli Garcia.
Jeremy Evans.
Elias Gilliam.
Nathan Farley.
Juliana Gomez.
Joseph Finocchio.
Stephanie Gonzalez.
Thomas Fisher.
Jacob Castillo.
Angelina Flores.
Devon Duckworth.
Terrell Fluker.
Hunter Eady. Anijah Edwards.
Tyrone Frank.
Isaac Epps. EJ Evans.
Andrea Flores Rosales.
Shania Floyd.
Ariel Foresca.
Elijah Franklin. Joshua Gallimett.
Cheyenne Fredstrom.
Josue Garcia Bravo.
Anthony Garcia.
Mason Garza.
Jacob Garcia.
Brooklyn George.
Misty Garcia Calias.
Johnny Gonzalez.
Preston Garza.
Gianna Gribben.
Michelle Gibson.
Dominic Gutierrez.
Graydon Gillo.
Aiden Guy.
Heidi Gomez Salinas. Manny Gonzalez.
Jamar Hall.
Fatima Gonzalez Bravo.
Leah Hammond. Alexander Hankin. Eric Hargis.
Layla Greenlee.
Ava Harris.
Noah Gara.
Kyron Harris.
Raylene Gutierrez Castellanos.
Brooklyn Hart. Gavin Hegelson.
Lisbeth Guzman.
Austin Hernandez.
Jasmine Hamilton.
Chauvin Hernandez.
Micah Hank.
Eric Hernandez Pazos.
Kylie Hansen.
Jordan Herrera.
Aaron Harmon.
Aaron Hicks.
Javon Harris.
Chad Hilsoto. Alexander Holiday.
Dylan Harrison.
Jordan Hunt.
Zyshawn Haywood.
Alexander Inoke.
Charles Hensley.
LaDanian Ivory.
Jose Hernandez.
Erica Jackson. Sorrel James.
Nelly Hernandez.
Caleb Johnson.
Jack Herrera.
DeVay Jones. Justin Kelly.
Cheyenne Hibbler.
Liam Kerr.
Gabriella Hill.
David Kildea.
Vassar Hodges. Alyssa Holiday.
Darmani Kinsey.
Keandra Huerta Estrada.
Jessica Knob.
Drake Imroth.
Nicholas Cotero.
Delray Jackson.
Jada Lafaella.
Isaac Jocks.
Santino Lambden.
Darwin Jimeno.
Raya Lancaster.
Lewis Kelly.
Fatima Lara.
Jaden Rue Kerr.
Jadalyn Laulu.
Jaden King.
Ariana LeBlanc.
Devin Kitchell.
Kira Leeper.
Nicole Kobayashi.
Angela Leva.
Oceana Kunkel. Try.
Javante Limbrick.
Jaden Raphael.
Angelina Longoria.
Walter Lampkin.
Angela Loft.
Danette Lara.
Natalie Lasoya.
Janaya Lasanta.
Gavin Loza.
Sheldon Lever.
Aaron Macho.
Jinju Lu.
Guillermo Macias. Mateo Magallanes. Anaya Mahoney. Helen Maldonado Arias. Chloe Manchester. James Manolacos. Angel Martinez.
Derry Leon. Mario Lacona Galagos.
Julia Martinez. Evan Matthews.
Cole Engel.
Carly McGrath.
Taj Logan.
Ryder Mead.
Bella Lopez.
Natalie Mendez.
Emily Love.
Angel Mendoza Valenzuela.
Jesfa Lucero.
Leonardo Mercado.
Carson Luong.
Anthony Michelin.
Alexis Macias.
Nathan Mitchell.
Yahara Madrid Andrade.
Zakiah Miles.
Jazira Meeks.
Sage Miller.
Dariana McGee.
Zoe Mills.
Gabriel Major.
Fernando Miramontes. Danielle Molina.
Jaden Malpica.
Madison Monse. Hayden Moreland.
Valentina Mandel.
Daniel Morse.
Gabriela Marks.
Anthony Munoz.
Estrella Martinez.
Chase Nash.
Malia Martinez.
Isaiah Nemia.
Chase Meyer. Kathleen McCormick.
Coy Wynn.
Tyler McMillan.
Lanston Noet Cabral.
Carson Means.
Kyler Nunn.
Joanna Melody.
Matthew Ojeda.
Magali Mendoza Garcia.
Peter Ortiz.
Emma Meza.
Kamari Owens.
Audrey Merriman.
Nadia Owu.
Alyssa May Miguel.
Kanan Panna.
Malaya Miller.
Jaylene Perez.
Isaac Anthony Meneses.
Augusto Perez.
Marlon Minami.
Ariana Pigeon.
Daryl Miranda.
Yasmin Pintado.
Dulce Monroy.
Isaiah Price. Juana Quayle.
Emily Montesinos.
Pura Ramirez Gallardo.
Samira Morris.
Christian Ramos.
Dylan Morris.
Aveline Ramos Lopez.
Angelina Munoz.
Keith Reck.
Matthew Murillo.
Christina Marie Reindell.
Alex Navarro.
Robert Reynoso Carrillo.
Huin.
Keelan Richardson.
Diego Nassif.
Isabella Richter.
Joyce Felicity Natabuya Mabia.
Chloe Rivera.
Trinity O'Neill.
Kamari Robinson.
Mia Orozco.
Brendan Rogers.
Samuel Ostromov.
Adriana Rogner.
Melvin Owens. Xavier Padilla Martinez. Naima Parker.
Ramiro Perez.
Jasmine Perkins.
Sandy Lynn Paupau.
Andrew Pickup.
Angel Rubio.
Nicholas Pimentel.
Adrian Ruelas.
Gordon Pratt.
Trishelle Russell.
Elizabeth Pye.
Galilea Salazar.
Tanaya Rainey.
Javier Salvidar.
Josue Ramirez Navarez.
Harris Salkanovic.
Eddie Ramos.
Samir Sanchez.
Nicholas Rasai.
Devin Santiago Martin.
Emily Reynoso Marroquin.
Gabriel Schultz.
Corey Rice. Lance Penny.
Ivana Scott.
Prince Richardson.
Sophia Shelton.
Raiden Ritchie.
Carlos Silva Guzman.
Riley Roberts.
Aiden Skinner.
Tyler Robinson.
Austin Smith.
Rosalina Rowe.
Haley Smith.
Carmen Rosales.
Mason Smith.
Kylea Rucker.
Sean Snyder.
Emily Rulas.
Shaliqua Smith.
Martha Salazar Rojas.
Cassandra Soto.
Diego Saldivar Ledesma.
Sasha Stevens.
Christian Sacedo Cortez.
Mason Stewart.
Dylan Schreiner.
Nico Seismansky.
Andrew Scott.
Riley Tarico.
Jorge Serrano Mendoza.
Amila Taylor.
Cyrus Shepard.
Lyra Kai Taylor.
Isabel Sierra.
Lyra K. Taylor.
Noah Singleton.
Akito Katana Thrasher.
Armand Smith.
Ananda Tinsley.
Brendan Smith.
Austin Toutant.
Maya Smith.
Sanaya Trowers.
Whitney Smith.
Liam Ugarte.
Angel Solorio.
Oliver Valenzuela.
Logan Steva.
Dawson J. Vance.
Isaiah Strong.
Madison Vaughn.
Kalia Summers.
Christopher Viatora Littles.
Carrie Marjorie Tubinar.
Cody Waltons.
Isaiah Tatum.
Evangeline Warner.
Jalen Taylor.
Isabella Wetzel.
Silas Taylor.
Devin White.
Jocelyn Thornburg.
Caleb Williams.
Violet Tillman.
Remedy Williams.
Jaden Troutman.
Micaiah Wooten.
Azul Torres.
Camden Gurnett.
Valkyrie Welshons.
Jashawn Wright.
Kayla Smith.
Benjamin Yanez Alano.
Isaiah Truss.
Daquan Yap.
Beviani Venezuela.
Nasir Young.
Brennan Van Allen.
Cassandra Camacho Reyes.
Anaya Vasquez.
Dallas Joseph.
Release Velagas.
Ashanti Morris Smith.
Brandon Vining.
Jordan Hopwood.
Logan Wagner. Sabriel Wargon.
DeAndre Thomas.
Jasmine Watkins. Leighton Westfall.
Joseph Bia.
Aaron White.
Antoine Goodman.
Avion Williams.
Anaya Brown.
Elijah Williams.
Good job. Good job.
Amine Wise. Jacob Workman. Dylan Wright. Brianna Wiley. James Young. Guillermo Zanabia. Valeria Santiago. Luke Hines. Layla Peralta.
From right to left, right? Yeah. Okay. Class of 2025, on the count of 3, turn your tassels from right to left.
1, 2, 3.
Congrats, graduates. Remain seated and exit by rows as directed.